I introduce to you the Congressman from the 6th District, Bob Goodlatte.
Well, Steve, thank you very much. Thank you for those kind remarks, but more especially, thank you for the great job that you do and both of you do in the General Assembly, and congratulations on getting a balanced budget. That's something that Robert and I are fighting for in Washington, D.C., and we know that one of the driving forces is that Virginia has seen the wisdom, as have most other states, of having a requirement in the state constitution that you have to balance the budget. So even when you have a closely divided state senate and the need to get 21 votes and only having 20 senators on the Republican side, at the end of the day, you were going to get that vote. And the reason you're going to get it is because you're required by law to do it. We should have that same requirement in the United States Constitution, and we're going to keep fighting for it until we get it. Now, I am delighted to be here with Robert Hurt, but I'm also delighted to be here with all of you from the 5th District, because I want to thank you for the work you did 2 years ago to get Robert elected to the House of Representatives. He has been first of all, his predecessor canceled out my vote just about every day. Robert has been a partner for conservative values in Washington, D.C. We need more people like him there. So the first thing we've got to do is make sure that we keep him there. So everything you do this year to get out that vote will not only help him, but at the same time you're helping him, you'll help to elect a Republican United States Senator, and we will then get the majority in the United States Senate, because Virginia will be the key vote. If we don't carry this Senate seat, it'll be tough for us to win control of the Senate. If we do, it'll be a bellwether, and I think we'll carry the control of the Senate, and by a good margin. And then, of course, ground zero, the 5th District and the 6th District will be absolutely critical to winning back Virginia. For 44 years, we gave our electoral votes to Republicans, and you know what? That didn't happen in 2008. We have nothing to take for granted, but we have every reason to be optimistic that people have seen the light, that those of us who said 4 years ago that Barack Obama was the most liberal candidate ever to run with a major party nomination for President of the United States and the least experienced candidate ever to run, they know that that's exactly what he showed himself to be over the last almost 3.5 years now. So this election is going to be absolutely critical, but it starts with building that grassroots organization around your candidate, Robert Hurt. Robert is on the Financial Service Committee in the Congress. He understands what it takes to invest in the private sector in America and what changes we need to do to undo the damage that was done by the Pelosi Congress, the 2 previous Congresses, and the damage done in the last Congress when they not only controlled the House and Senate, but also then had Barack Obama signing some of these terrible laws like Obamacare and Dodd-Frank and the stimulus package. We are hard at work attempting to undo them. We need reinforcements in Washington, D.C. We need more folks like Robert Hurt, but I am proud to have him as my neighbor. And we share a long, long border.
Here we do.
He's got Franklin County, and I'm in Roanoke County, then Franklin, and then right through Bedford County, which we are both proud to represent, and then on up, all the way up to Fauquier County, which he is in the new part of his district, and Warren County in the new part of my district. So I don't know how many miles that is, but it's a long, long border that we share, and we work very, very cooperatively, and we will do the same thing in this election campaign, making sure that those of us in the 6th are helping in the 5th, and we'll welcome help from the 5th District. This headquarters right here, very close to the 5th, but I'm proud to say in the 6th District will be absolutely key to that. So everything that folks can do at Liberty University and otherwise to bring out people to fill this room up, to keep those phones manned and make sure that we're identifying our voters and getting to the polls. That's what this election is going to be all about. And if we do that work, you will have a great congressman continue to represent you in the 5th District. I'm going to have to slip out of here because I have a lunch with some of my constituents in Amherst County that I'm going to be a few minutes late to, but I wanted to come over here and send a signal to you that you did a great thing 2 years ago, and all we want to see you do is replicate it with him, and when you do that, you'll see additional greater support, a greater vote for our candidate for the Senate, and a greater vote for our candidate for president, which will result in our electing a Republican president of the United States. It looks like that is going to be Mitt Romney as our nominee. We need to roll up our sleeves and get to work and make sure that we do everything we can to see that we have someone in Washington who will sign into law all the bills that I don't know if you carry these around, but I do. Everywhere I go. So check out jobs.gop.gov. This is a list of the bills that Robert and I have voted for, that have passed the House of Representatives, that are piled up in the United States Senate. And even if we could get Harry Reid to bring them up and pass them in the Senate, and don't hold your breath for that for the next several months, even if we could do that, this president is not likely to sign these bills into law. We need a new president. We need a new Senate. Help us get the job done. Thank you very much for turning out for Robert this morning. God bless you. God bless you.